If you're a freeway fan, we're just east of the 405. One of the modern jewels of the NFL. Beautiful SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Houston Texans and the Los Angeles Chargers. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico, along with Greg Olson. Off we go here in Inglewood. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Stroud. He's going to air one out right away. That's caught. And this will bring them all the way down to the 20-yard line.
A gain of 45 yards. First down, Houston.
Dell, the motion man. And now the first carry for Joe Mixon. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
We're seeing such an uptick, Mike, across the league in these hybrid kind of positionless defenders, especially safety. So are they a safety? Are they a linebacker? They're good in both coverage. And in this case, they can...
Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he lost the football. And fortunately, he's able to cover it up. It will not be a turnover, but will go down as a sack. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long.
South. Nike Texas.
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. Now a deep ball here for Collins. And that is incomplete. Nico Collins was the intended receiver there. And that's going to lead to a 4th down.
Fairbairn on for the field goal. A 51-yard attempt.
Fairbairn's kick is good. And the Texans will take a 3-0 lead.
A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this with a field goal. But I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit and come away with an early lead.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Now they'll pitch it out here. And this play going nowhere. He is taken down behind the line of scrimmage on their first play of the game.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
First throw of the game is going to be intercepted. It's the safety, Jalen Petrie. And he's going to be out of bounds, but quite a turn of events here. He has set up the offense with 1st and goal.
At the 7-yard line.
They'll run here with Mixon. He's slowed up quickly as he gets this down to the 6.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
And he'll lose yardage here. The defense standing strong in the red zone. They drop him back at the 10.
The idea here on second down is in the event you're unable to score, at least put yourself in a third and manageable goal-to-go situation. But now after taking a loss, it...
To the goal line and in. Takedown. Touchdown, Houston. That his second TD catch of the season. That is a dream scenario. The offense handed the ball first and goal. And, Greg, they take it to the end zone for 6.
They're not going to have many easier drives than that, Mike. I mean, to get the ball, not only in a short field, but in a goal-to-go situation, you don't get a lot of those chances. You have to cash them in, and that's exactly what they were able to do.
Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So the lead is now 10-0 as this kicks away.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
This drive begins with a run by Harris. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Set.
Now a play fake. Herbert. That one, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looked like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be second down.
I had a rule, Mike, when I was playing that if the ball hit either of my hands, it was a drop. You don't get paid in the NFL to make the easy ones. You get paid in the NFL to make them all, and I think that's a catch he's got to come down with.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45. It's a gain of 12 there, and the Chargers have the first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense. This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
From the 34-yard line, here's second and 3. Pistol here for Herbert. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
No. Me. Ready.
We'll try to run for it. We'll have to. But he goes nowhere. Call doesn't pan out. It's going to bring up fourth down.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this fourth down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to him, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on fourth down.
Ready.
Out of the gun, here's Herbert. That's taken in.
We're starting to see this a lot in the NFL. Not only fourth down tries are up, but throwing the ball short of the sticks. Teams are so reliant nowadays on yards after the catch. It can feel a little dicey upon reception, but a nice job here, and fortunately for them, it picks up the first down.
That's pulled in. Najee Harris. And he's back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain before stepping out of bounds.
1 yard gain.
From the 25, here's second and 9.
Set. 380.
A run with Harris. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on third down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on first and second down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in third and pass too often in today's NFL.
His second catch of the drive. This one good for 15 and a first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide-open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up third down.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
They'll try to run for it with Harris. Powering forward. He's in. Najee Harris. Touchdown, LA. His second rushing touchdown of the year.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
They'll go 3 tight ends here on first and 10. They'll begin on the ground, and here's Mixon. He's inside the 30. And he will score. Joe Mixon. Touchdown, Texans. That's his 8th touchdown of the season. Fairbairn able to add the extra point, and the Texans will get out in front 17-7. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. Here's Darius Davis to return it. Now a hit, and he lost the football. Special teams has come up with the recovery. And when we talk about momentum and trying to stop negative momentum, it's moments like this. Not only did you just give up the big score, but now, Greg, they've got to get that defense back on the field after the fumble.
Yeah.
And he's in. Nico Collins. Touchdown, Houston.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
On play action now, Herbert. That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the linebacker, Azeez Al-Shire.
And these are the throws that are really holding the offense back right now. Like, he just has to make better decisions because you're not going to win many games when you turn the ball over at this rate.
They'll go play action with Stroud. Downfield, that's Hyatt. He's got it. And he'll take this one in. Jalen Hyatt. Touchdown, Texans. Now Fairbairn for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Texans are able to extend their first quarter lead.
Chargers 7. Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. Davis now to return it. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
Over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it first and 10.
Set. Go, 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 go. Green. Green. Green.
They'll start this on the ground, and it's Harris. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So after one, it's the Texans who have the early lead. We're back in Southern California in a moment. It's the Chargers with the football to begin this second quarter. They've got a 2nd and 8 coming up. Now it's Herbert. He's got his tight end, Braden Willis. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down.
It's been a rough first half, and now as we approach halftime, like, you got to start getting some wins, and it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline, so as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
It's a short pickup, taking this to the 49. Tackle there by Will Anderson.
Just shy of midfield.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd down. Another run here with Harris. And he'll only be able to muster a couple of yards. Jalen Petrie up to make the tackle.
He's across midfield.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down. They'll go. It's Harris. And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it, and they stuff him on 4th down. Schultz, the motion man. On 1st down, they'll start with Mixon. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
There hasn't been a whole lot for this crowd to be excited about on either side of the ball, but at least now the defense is trying to be that spark. Nice tackle for loss there. Can they do something to build upon to try to get this team going?
They try to work the screen with Mixon. And that's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that 1st down.
Let's give some credit to this offensive line. Once they identified the blitz, you could see them communicating with one another to make sure everybody is on the same page, and that's what gave the quarterback enough time and found the open man.
And he is going to have a Texans 1st down. At least it appears that way. He got it maybe by the length of the football. Again, they'll give it to Mixon. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
On second down throw for Stroud. Now he'll air this one out deep for Hyatt. And he'll take it on in. Jalen Hyatt. Touchdown, Texans. That's his second touchdown so far here in the first half. Fairbairn good on the point after. And the Texans stretch things out even further.
Chargers 7. Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. On the return, here comes Davis. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Herbert now on first down. That's complete. It's Lad McConkey. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Gain of 11. And the Chargers first down.
Go.
Give up the middle to Harris. And good hard running there. He'll push his way forward. Gain of about 5.
At the 47-yard line.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Delta, Hunt.
Herbert looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And it looks like he's going to have a first down. Nothing fancy there. Short completion, but it yields a fresh set of downs.
And the Chargers first down.
They run it over center with Harris. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. 20-yard pickup there. First down, L.A.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. And next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
That's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7. From the 20, here's second down and 2.
Second and 2 at the Texans' 20-yard line.
Run between the tackles for a half to. And the Chargers are going to be set up with a first and goal as strong running takes them down to the 9.
A gain of 10 yards.
The story of this drive has just been their ability to sustain and get fresh sets of down. Now, in this case, after picking up that big gain on the ground, they find themselves first and goal.
What an important sequence this is, trying to get one of those scores back before halftime in a great spot. First down and goal. He'll get a yard or 2 to the 8. Second and goal.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, keeps this to a modest gain at best.
One more time, it's Harris. And some space opening up as he works it down to the 2.
And after putting together what's been a long and methodical drive, they suddenly find themselves on the verge of potentially stalling out. So this defense, they can get a stop here. That would feel like a pretty big win on a drive that's largely been dominated by the offense.
And he's so close to breaking the play, but the official's going to come in and mark him short. So now it's 4th down.
That one didn't have a chance, Mike. They do a great job of getting penetration, clogged up the run lanes, and now this offense has a decision to make here on 4th down.
Now the Chargers will use the first of their timeouts. Clock stops with a little under a minute to go in this second quarter. Some extra bulk out there. They're going to roll the dice and go for it on 4th and goal. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Najee Harris, touchdown Los Angeles. His second touchdown of this first half. Point after now from Dicker. And he misses the extra point. It's no good. That is his second miss of the year. And the score stays right where it is. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Here we go. 19 Texans.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Mixon. He's taken down just shy of midfield. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a first down.
This is a guy who's been doing it at a high level, Mike, for a long time. Not too many running backs finding success in the NFL past the age of 30. That's usually when they kind of ride off into the sunset. But as always, there's the exception to every rule.
On first down, they keep it on the ground, and they keep it with Mixon. He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. Otito Ogbonnia up there on the stop. 2nd and 7. Here's a give up the middle to Mixon. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Down behind the line of scrimmage. The tackle made back at his own 49.
We have hit halftime. We're going to take a quick break, come back with the second half of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line.
380. Run.
On first down, it's Harris. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Going to air this one out. And for a third time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Derek Stingley.
They'll take over 1st and 10.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. He'll give this to Mixon, running right. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Now a toss play with Mixon. Up the sideline, past midfield. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. A first set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
1st down, Houston.
On the ground, it's Raheem Sanders.
Number 1, the ball carrier. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd
From the 43,
and 9.
here's 2nd down and 9.
Here we go. Let's go.
Here's Stroud. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. Down the left sideline. And he will get into the end zone. Go Mixon. Touchdown, Houston. That is 2nd touchdown of the game. He's up to 9 now on the year. Fairbairn to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Texans add on to their already sizable lead.
Chargers 13.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. Davis now to return it. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
This drive begins with a run by Harris. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line. That's the way to get started, to pick up a 17 and a very quick first down.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 18.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
On the handoff, it's Harris. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Well, the defense gets a rare win. We've seen this ball carrier have his way on the ground pretty much all day today, Mike, and give credit to the defense. They were able to get back in the backfield with some penetration and bring it down for a loss.
And a pickup of 3 or maybe 4. It is Azeez Al-Shire with the stop. They need to get it to the 27. This is 3rd down. They'll give it to Harris again. And they'll bring this inside the 30. A gain of about 4. Now a stoppage for an injured Texan. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he's not going to get this. The defense was ready for it. And they stuff him on 4th down. They'll begin on the ground, and here's Mixon. And wow, tough to bring down that time. Surging forward for a pickup of 6. 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Dell, the motion man. They'll go right back to Mixon. And he'll get forward for about a yard. That's Elijah Molden who took him down.
At the 37-yard line.
Here's 3rd and 2.
And it's 3rd down.
This is hard. He got the connection to Collins. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball, modest gain.
And he'll get maybe a yard. That's it. Justin Aboigbe in there on the stop.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 46-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd down. Stroud. This one taken in by Hyatt. And he's out of bounds in great shape. Down at the 15-yard line. 1st and 10.
And the Texans 1st down.
They'll run with Mixon. And they continue to be tough to stop. Chance to extend the lead even further as they are set up with 1st and goal. Sanders. This defense backed up, but they bring the fire there. Stop him before he can get past the 3-yard line.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
18. So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We'll go again from the 3. It is 2nd and goal. Mixon will take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Greg, in the end zone again. I'm running out of different ways to say touchdown. They're doing it so often here today.
Mike, some offensive play callers, once they get the lead, it's just milk the clock and let's get out with a win. But not this coach. He is trying to score every single time they possess the ball.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it up. On the return, here comes Davis. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
380. Run. Set. 380. Ready.
On play action. Now Herbert. He's got the hookup downfield with McConkey. It'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line. How about 25 yards to start the drive? First down.
First and 10 at the 40.
They'll come up first and 10 at the 40. Give, and here comes Hampton. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
They'll work from the 36 on second and 6. On play action, it's Herbert. That's into the hands of Disley downfield. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. They get an even 20 on that one. It's good for a Charger first down.
Grenade. Run. Set. Set.
To throw, it's Herbert. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Quentin Johnston, the man he was looking for on that one. And that will lead to a second down.
Ready. Go.
On the ground, Hampton. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up, and he's able to bring him down for a loss.
A 28-yard attempt.
And that one is off the left upright. He missed it. Everything's going wrong. Unable to cut into this big deficit. The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10. They will work the middle with Mixon. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's second and 11.
Here we go.
A tight end in motion now. Again, they'll give it to Mixon. And this is a slight improvement over the previous play. He's not going to lose yardage. He's not gaining any either. It's third down.
I think a little bit of what's happened here, Mike, is this offense is having some trouble matching the level of physicality of the defense. So physically, they're getting beat at the point of attack. And I think these last two plays are a great example why.
And he will have a first down, but I don't think that's going to stand. They're already heading backwards. The last two runs go nowhere and sets up third and very long. He's got his man complete to Dell. And they're going to move this one all the way up near the 30-yard line.
A gain of 21 yards. First down, Houston.
Now Mixon, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
He's brought down at the 31. 1 yard gain.
From the 31, here's second and 9. Here comes the jet sweep. And this defense having nothing of it. They get him down for a loss on the play. Third and long.
Brought down back at the 29-yard line.
On the ground, it's Mixon. And that's not going to work at all. He'll manage to get back to the line. That is all. It is fourth down.
Tommy Townsend in
the Texans getting all set to punt. Back deep is Darius Davis. Taken at the 19. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10.
Set. Line. Set.
This drive will begin with a run with Hampton. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
The big guys in the middle of the defense, Mike, the defensive tackles. So often they're asked to do the dirty work. Keep the blockers off the linebackers. Let them run around and make all the plays. But in this case, this guy's able to shed his blocker, make the stop, and keep it to no gain.
And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. That's the linebacker, Azeez Al-Shire.
He'll take over 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle to Mixon. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple. 2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Here's a toss, right side to Mixon. And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, they certainly didn't allow the loss on 1st down, Mike, to scare him out of this run game here on 2nd down. But now after taking a loss on 1st and 2nd, it puts him in a tough spot here coming up on 3rd down.
And that's not going to work either. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. It's going to bring up 4th down. The Texans set to punch this one away, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up.
At their own 22-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22.
Set.
They'll start on the ground with Hampton. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down.
Brought down at the 28-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Another run here with Hampton. And he'll be close to a 1st down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 1.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard.
Ready.
We'll try to run for it with Hampton. And he'll be brought down there. And that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th quarter. So it's